Alright, so what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24. I do want to apologize for that delay a little bit. I definitely had it ready. It's just my camera was a little bit wonky, so I had to fix it a little bit. But nonetheless, I got it right. So now here we are. We're ready to begin yet another stream. Grinding the multiplayer program. So if you guys don't recall from yesterday, I had made some pretty good, I didn't make any progress, so to speak, in the multiplayer program, but I did get very close. You can see that I'm 22 runs away from finishing up this mission, and I think I was at like, I forget. It was probably something, it had to be like 67 or something like that. So the fact that I'm at 78 is pretty cool. And the other thing, which was probably the most antagonizing part, is that right there. I fell one hit short of some progress. Or 10 program stars, which would have given me a deluxe pack and the 5,000 subs. So, hold on one second. I will read the message in a second. So, the hits, I don't think there's any question. We're getting this today. It's just a matter of... No, Peach. I need to finish this and get one hit in order to finish the program. And I don't think I doubt I'm going to be able to get the runs, but I'm guaranteeing that the hits are going to be done. Unless I just get no hit in all the event games that I'm doing today. So that's the plan. We're going to get a deluxe pack. It's going to be the summer pack. And then we're going to get 5,000 subs. So with that said, let's head right into it. Okay, so Mets have been... Yeah, absolutely. If you want to redeem it now, you can redeem it now. If you want to get me before I hop into an event game, that's up to you. Okay. All right. Fine. I'll play a game and then we'll circle back to that. You could just redeem it now and then whenever you're ready, there you go. Okay, so we'll do it. We'll do it as soon as you're online. Hopefully we'll score a lot of runs, because that's what I need. Mets. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore your messages. I was trying to explain what I'm trying to do today. Yo, what's good? Mets have been so cold, it's very annoying to watch right now. Tell me about it. I was at the game last night. Boy, was that hard to watch. I mean, it was fun up until they got to the bullpen, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but they should have let Frankie Montas pitch that 8th inning. I know, that's one of the reasons that I was seriously debating about whether or not I should have gone. The other being they're terrible right now, and it's like, why even bother? But
that's a ball.
I didn't want to blow a field level ticket. I had a field level ticket, so I just wanted to be there and really see the ticket, or really see the nice view. It's a pretty good view. Oh, Reed Garrett? That's who you're getting rid of first? Dude, I'm getting rid of freaking Castillo first. I want that guy gone. He can't even throw a strike. But Reed Garrett is definitely not helping. Brazaban is on a bad streak. I mean, it seems like the Mets just can't get to Edwin Diaz. If they got to Edwin Diaz, they would be, I think they would have been fine. Well, I can't really, you have to understand, we're kind of short on pitching right now, so Blackburn has to be on there if we're going to even have a rotation. Unfortunately, Manaya is not. They discovered his body was loose on his arm. I don't know what that means, but they shut him down for the next 2 to 3 days. In a row? Well, I mean 3, but if you're asking about the last, if you're asking over the course of the last 11 games, 10.
Ball.
Yep. It's very bad. I mean, some people are even comparing it to Colorado Rockies bad. And that's never a good comparison that you want to have if you're going to be a serious World Series contender.
Ball. 1-0.
So, I mean, no pitching right now. And the fact, this is the other thing too. And this was something I noticed when I was at the game yesterday. I don't know if it's me, but it seems like our top 3 hitters are more concerned about getting on base than they are swinging the bat. Hence, they're looking at a lot of pitches. They're working full counts, and fine, that's fine. But please understand that you have 2/3 of a lineup behind you who are swinging wildly, and they're not even getting base hits. I mean, so I know Mendoza said they're relying too much on their first 3 or 4 batters. I get that. But you have to understand the way that the bottom of the lineup is looking right now, they need to rely on that.
1-2.
So they need to be swinging. They cannot be afraid to swing.
Ball, that's high.
I mean, Soto got rung up looking at pitches. He can't do that. He needs to swing. That's going to be a ground rule double. Maybe I could get some runs here. How was the game last night? Unbearable. It was fun up until that 6th inning. Then it was like, okay, we know how this game is going to go. And sure enough, that's how it went. Because the problem is, Mets, or the problem right now, is that if you sent down Acuna or
0-1.
Because Sanger was already on the 40-man roster, I don't think Parada is on the 40-man. And in order to add him to the 40-man, that means you have to get rid of someone, which means you're going to have to put them through the waiver wire. I think that's the reason for Senger instead of Parada. I don't think Parada is a major. Right now, he's not a major league. He's not a major league catcher. Or I don't think he's ready. So, okay, but I just explained what the issue with not having Blackburn is, and that is you leave yourself very vulnerable in terms of starting pitchers. You can't do that. I'm sorry. Blackburn is lucking his way into a rotations, into a spot on the major league roster because the injuries have plagued the Mets. There's nothing you can do about that. And you say, well, go get Brandon Spro or go get Yona Tong or something like that. Okay, so you're going to rely on these guys, and they're either going to be really good or they're going to be really, really bad. At least with Blackburn, we know what we're getting. And the long-term plan for him is not to be a starting pitcher. Once we get Senga and once we get Senga and Manaya back, and McGill, he's going right back to the bullpen. And that's where he's going to stay. And honestly, that might be the best that he can hope for.
It's 0-1.
Yeah, I already got one hit. I just unfortunately didn't come through when I had runners in scoring positions. So I didn't get any runs, even though I probably should have.
Nope. Ball. That's an F.
I'm sorry, Mets, but I don't control what Carlos Beltran, David Stearns, and Carlos Mendoza say about the roster. I don't. I don't know what you want me to tell you. All I could just do is give you what I think. I get that. I get it. But you don't think I'm frustrated? Of course I'm frustrated. I just sat through that game last night. I sat through it. And it was hell.
Now pitching, Ryan King.
But if everyone were a Mets GM, this roster would be so inconsistent, the Mets wouldn't be where they are right now. That's why I don't even bother with social media, or I don't try to.
That's a ball.
I don't try to go on social media and speak my mind about the Mets. And plus, that's where I'm going to see a lot of the crybaby Mets. The Mets that are claiming that now it's doomsday and this season's over and Steve Cohen is the worst owner ever and David Stearns is the worst president of baseball operations and Mendoza needs to be fired and blah, 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 blah. You know, it's just constantly... Yeah, exactly. But that's what I see. Every single day, at least once, I see some Mets fan complaining. Whether it be Mendoza, Stearns, Cohen, Beltran, Soto, Alonso, Lindor. I see it every single day. That's why I stay off of it. It's like, how are these people even truly fans? if you're constantly complaining
Now
about
the
a
left
team,
fielder,
why do you root for this team?
Maestro.
What's up, Brendan? How are ya?
You're out.
We're just talking about the Mets, right, and how people on social media are really freaking out about it, and it's frustrating to me as a Mets fan, because it's like, why are you a fan of this team if you don't believe, if you're just going to constantly criticize them?
Yeah. 0-2.
Like, you want a winner? You want to root for a winner? Like, go root for another team. Go root for the Dodgers. They're coming off of a World Series win. Oh, speaking of the Philly fan base, okay. Yesterday there was a Phillies fan that was in the game. They put him up on the jumbotron, or the big scoreboard in center field. And you know what he did? He flipped him off. He gave 2 middle fingers to the crowd. And it's like, come on, dude. I did see that, and that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Especially, like, I don't care if that was a rival of the Chicago White Sox, or it wasn't even, like, it was just a fan. Oh, hold on.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
What? Hold on, I got a weird text message from a coworker of mine, and it's not making sense. It's something about Catel's mother and being in a car accident. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, come on, dude. That's disgusting. Like, seriously, you hate yourself that much that you're willing to bring down a guy, one of the top players in the MLB right now. You're going to bring him down by talking about his dead mother? Are you kidding me? Seriously, sometimes I don't understand it. And why? Why does the White Sox fan even have to say that to Ketel Marte? Why?
Now batting, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Yeah, see, you don't want to do that as a player, because that's going to get you fined. And that's going to get you in a lot of trouble.
0-1.
So, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was a guy behind me at a Mets game a couple years ago, 2022, who kept heckling Avisail Garcia. He was drunk as hell. I mean, I really wanted to turn around and tell him to either shut the F up or leave. Because there's nothing that Met fans have against Avisail Garcia. I don't care that he played for the Marlins. We really don't care about the Marlins. So why this guy decided to heckle Avisail Garcia makes no sense to me whatsoever. Just like I don't understand what prompted this Chicago... He was just saying that Avisail Garcia sucked constantly. And 24, you suck! And it's like, dude, shut the F up and sit down or leave.
Now batting, the third baseman.
You're not just annoying him, you're annoying everyone around you. Seriously. Oh, nice. Well, welcome to the show. Got a lot to catch up on, that's for sure. But the good news is you have so much content that grinding it is not going to be a problem. I mean, if you're looking to get the bosses, hey, look at that, I'm finally going to get a run. Yeah, it is annoying. He was drunk and he kept doing it, and I wanted to deck him. And he was a Mets fan. I'm a Mets fan too. It's like, why did we need to heckle Avisail Garcia? It made no sense.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-1. Strike 2.
It's like, why did this White Sox fan feel like he had to say something about Ketel Marte's mother? I don't get it. Some people are just the worst fans ever.
Now batting.
It's like,
Shortstop.
if you're not going to be, if you're just going to do that, go home.
1 ball, no strikes.
Go home, stay on your couch, drink beer from there, and feel free to scream at your TV as long as you like. Okay, but don't come to the stadium looking to ruin the experience for everyone. Unbelievable. And I can't believe that needs to be said, but it has to be said. Yeah, that was so it was. So this is back to back. These are two incidents involving White Sox fans. I'm sorry. I know the White Sox haven't been very good in a long time. But if their form of entertainment now is heckling... Yeah, I thought that... Okay. I couldn't tell which one it was. I think you're right. I think it was a Guardians fan. Which, I could tell you, I was at the Guardians Stadium earlier this year, and... I mean, I never had any problem, other than the fact that they didn't have cup holders. But to me, Guardians fans didn't seem like the heckling type, so I don't know what was going on with that fan. But, I mean, talking to heckling a guy and telling him he should have committed suicide, I don't get it. I really don't. Some fans just need to stay home. Stay home and don't come to the ballpark. Or any sporting event, honestly. It's like, be respectful, okay? If you're going to drink, fine, drink. But please at least be civil about it. And make sure you don't do it... Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was waiting for you to say the go-ahead. But you're good now? Okay, no problem. No problem at all. If you want to, it's up to you. Okay. I'll just keep my eye out for the challenge. Seriously. Like, you know, I really don't understand fans sometimes. I think I got it. Oh, no, I didn't. Let me see. Nope. And I mean, that comes with timing, Brendan. You just got to get used to the game is all. I'm late on a lot of stuff, too. Sometimes it works out in my favor. Sometimes it doesn't. Nope. You know what? Let me set it. Let me set it up. So back out of your game, and then I'll send you. I'll send you an invite. Got it. I see you. You're right here. All right, just send you the invite. You're all the way at the bottom of my list. All right, we're going to go play at City Field. And I'm going to put in Gil Hodges, Scott Rowland, and we need a... I think I'll throw in Jeter because I hit well with him earlier, or in the last game. I'm going to throw Pedro in, and then my... Let's see, do I want Strom or do I want Bummer? Honestly, Strom looks better here, so I'm going to throw in Strom. And then do Gagne. Just be aware that... Oh, okay, you were aware of that. Okay, very good. Excuse me. Just had a little bit of a nap. What stuff should I do? I mean, you can do the the spotlight programs, the player programs. And I'm talking about the Cornerstone Evolution cards. You could do that, although you're gonna have to get the cards and kind of hard to get them because you got to level up. Player programs are fine. You know, yeah, Mets is right. It should be you should do the spotlight. Oh, because they love Nick Kurtz. Just like they love Zach Geloff because he's always in there. All right, they're ready. We're ready. Let's do it. Hopefully we get Roger. If not, Pedro is pretty good too. Why? What did it sound like I said? Nice, we got Roger. Nick Kurtz. All right, well. I guess I've used Roger before. Obviously, I don't have him, but I've used him in the past thanks to co-op. It sounds like, what? Oh, wow, okay. All right, I didn't realize that. Okay, then I'll say it slowly. Nick Kurtz. I'm glad that you. I'm glad you said something because I don't want to. I don't want to have someone assume that that's what I was saying and then call me out on it. Like, no, I'm not saying that word. I'm saying Nick
It's
Kurtz.
0-1.
Not my fault. His name is something that you say really fast.
Hey, ha! 0 balls, 1 strike. Did he go?
Oh, I didn't think you went. I think that was BS.
That missed. That's a ball. 1-2.
Anyway, so hopefully we can get some good runs in this game because I need some runs. I only got the one in the event when I should have had multiple.
And 3. Ball. Here. Ball. 2-1. Hee-haw. 2-2. No, that missed. That's a ball.
Oh, man. I really had to lay off there.
And 3.
And I chased the fastball. Just watch the fastball because they may throw it here. It's what got me.
Hee-haw.
Yep. You know what? Fair game. Fair game. They want to abuse the fastball like that? That's fine. We got a guy who can do it just as well.
Ha! 0-1. One.
I thought for a second there you weren't going to catch that. I was really worried. No, all good. As long as you caught it, that's all I care about.
0-1. Hit it! 0-2. Ball!
Strike 3, sit down.
Hit! No balls, 1 strike. Hit! No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off for the Wolves, the first baseman, Gil Hodges.
Ball. 1-0. Outside.
Sorry,
ball.
I had to send a text message to my coworker asking him what he meant by his message.
Ball. 3-0.
Yeah, Roger is a good pitcher to use. So it's a good thing you got him, because I didn't have him. Although I'm sure we could have been
3-1,
fine with
3 balls,
Pedro.
1 strike. Missed. Ball 4. Take your base.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Nick Kurz.
It's all right, man. It's all right. I'm not playing much better. Otherwise, we'd have a ton of runs right now. Just hopefully you can get it together. Hopefully you can string some hits, get some confidence, and maybe we could score some runs.
Nope. Ball.
Oh, my coworker was referring to the New York City primary where the Mamdani won, the socialist, the guy that identifies as Muslim. You know, the guy that they're basically calling a radical Islamist. I just work in New York City. I don't vote in New York City, so what I say about their primary doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the Democrats of New York City spoke. They wanted this Mamdani guy. Okay, fine.
Batting fifth, the
See how he does in the general election.
Marte.
That ball's foul.
Strike three, sit down. So, I don't weigh in on New York City politics. I just don't weigh in on politics in general. Not my place.
0-2.
I'll weigh in on baseball, that I'll do. But I will not weigh in on politics. It's a messy business and no one ever wins. No, I do not. Strike three, sit down. Brennan, I'm not getting the Evan Carter card until I'm done with the multiplayer program. If that means that the next Spotlight challenge or the next Spotlight program comes out before it gets done, so be it. My focus is on the multiplayer program. There you go. Not saying he's a bad card, just I don't have him yet. I have other priorities.
0-1.
Yeah, but leadoff hits aren't really amounting to anything right now.
No, he's safe. He's in there.
Other than runners in scoring position. Some Naik saying? Y'all want to hear some Naik saying?
Yeah. 1-1.
I don't know about that. Shit. I gotta focus up on this game. I do, but it is insanely hot, and I do not want to put on the Grimace costume. In fact, I think I took that reward down anyway.
He's out of there. Hey,
Oh, we're gonna sneak in a run. Nice.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
No. In fact, I thought I took it down. Because honestly... Oh, no, I guess I didn't. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to take it down because I'm over Grimace at this point. It's like, it was great for 2024, but now not so much. And like I said, Brendan, there's a heat wave going on. I know I have my AC going, but it's very hot. Yep, all because they weren't paying attention. But it was thank goodness that they were. Uh-oh. Looks like we gave it right back, or we tied it again. Or they tied it, so. Spoke too soon there, Peach. Spoke too soon.
1-0. Hee-haw! 1-1.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather leave Grimace in 2024.
1-2.
I know Mets fans may be clamoring for him now, but he was just a good rally cry last year. This year, nah, we don't need rally cries. We need this team to start hitting.
That's inside. That's a ball.
What's up, SB Champ? How are ya?
Yeah. 1 and 2's the count.
So what are your hitting settings?
Ball. 2-2.
I know, Mets, but it was good for last year. Let's not ruin it by tainting it with this year. Which is what? I don't know what your settings are. Doing a lot of packing while grinding in between. Alright, well, hopefully you don't get too distracted. Packing's important. Alright, well, unfortunately, I gave up that home run to let them tie the game, so that's my fault. But, hey, it could have been a lot worse, so...
Gil Hodges.
Hee-haw.
Brendan, you're
0-1.
You're not really answering my question. Alright, so let me ask it this way. Are you using a PCI? Or are you doing more direction with zone hitting? I'm sorry. Are you using zone hitting or directional hitting? That's the way I should have asked. See, I'm the same way, SB Champ, you know. But then again, I could have all my clothes. I was the same way when I went on my MLB ballpark tour. I just knew what clothes I was gonna bring to the games and everything. So, okay, well then, feel free to use the.
Leading off for the 66ers, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
Feel free to use the same settings you used in 23. I could just tell you that zone hitting, I feel like, is your best opportunity to hit home runs. So, That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, but yeah, when I went on my MLB ballpark tour, I knew which clothes I was bringing, so it was just a matter of making sure that that I had my clothes ready and that they ended up in the suitcase. Really, it was just probably the shower stuff that took the longest, because that stuff had to go in last. You know, deodorant, body wash, washcloth, shampoo, all that stuff. The one thing that I did forget to pack was I forgot to pack detergent and some
Batting, the third baseman, Casey.
and some dryer sheets. And I had to buy those while I was in Washington, D.C. So
0-1.
it's also difficult to pack my electronics. Exactly. Yeah, electronics are also a last minute kind of thing, because
0-2.
you need to charge them. You need to charge your electronics. Excuse me. I mean, you're not sitting on a plane, not using your phone. What's up, gamer? How are ya? That's all right. You know what? You get a pass because I gave up the home run, so you get a pass.
The first baseman,
Truth be told, Peach, if we win, great. If not, not the biggest deal in the world to me, because what I'm more concerned about is the runs. That's what I want more. Driving down, oh boy, that's going to be a long trip. Even at 5 a.m. Monday morning, yeah.
the right fielder.
I believe just from where I don't know where Grayson is. Heck, him and Dodger haven't been in here for a long time. I'm starting to get worried that maybe I chased them off. And I didn't want to.
Leading off for the
Or I didn't mean to.
second baseman.
If I did.
Yellow.
You know, Grayson, I don't know what I could have driven or what could have drove him off, but Dodger... But Dodger, I think I might know it's my reluctance to go 1v1 against him. Because I'm usually grinding some kind of a program, and it's just an inconvenience to me to have to do a 1v1. I'd rather do the co-op. But he always wants to 1v1 me. And I just get a little flustered by that.
Nope, ball.
Let me steal with Geloff. Let me steal. Don't swing. Don't swing.
Hee-haw.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a long drive.
That missed. That's a ball.
True. Maybe Grayson might be doing some summer baseball thing. I know him and his family, they travel quite a bit. So I know they're supposed to come to New Jersey around my area actually later this summer. So hopefully I don't scare him off if I end up meeting him.
0-2.
But I don't like to. I don't think I'm a scary guy. Well, if I am, please let me know. But I like to think that I'm a very approachable guy. Except when it comes to my Mets, then I just lose my freaking mind. North Jersey. I'm like 25, maybe a half hour, 25 minutes, half hour outside of New York City. Maybe.
Ball
Maybe
high.
he's playing baseball. Who knows?
Heck.
No. Nope.
Here. It's 0-1. Heck.
You're going. Oh, you're coming to the Jersey Shore, Long Beach, Wildwood.
Three.
Like, are you going South Jersey? Ah, yes.
Now batting, catcher Kyle.
Okay. Oh, Sea Isle. Ah, yep. I'm not really a beach guy, to be totally honest. It's just I don't like being out in the heat. It's not exactly like I have a body that says I'm a beach guy. I certainly and I'm not really into the whole tanning thing. That's not really my thing. I'd rather be in the AC. I'll be relaxing on the beach this time next week. Right, because you're going to Florida. Yep. Maybe you could play some MLB The Show on your Nintendo Switch while you're at it. Now, do you have the first Switch or do you have the second Switch? Strike 3, sit down. Ah, darn it.
Heck.
What's the craziest
0-2.
thing a guy has said in your chat? I mean, I had a guy once threaten me, telling me that he had an MK7 and not to mess with him. That's probably the craziest thing ever. Oh, I did, gamer. I got him when he was 385. I have a Nintendo Switch Lite and will definitely be playing with it, but not at the beach. Ah, alright.
One ball,
Yeah,
no
believe me, a gamer. I kept my eye on the prices for Judge. He is. That's why I want him so badly. But the problem is, I need Jose Ramirez.
Heck. 2. 1 and 2's the count.
But I suppose that's better than needing Shohei Ohtani.
2 and 2.
I'm scared of the beach nowadays because you never know what people put in the sand. Really? Like what? What's the craziest thing you've ever seen at a beach? You're 7 players away? Yeah,
No, ball. Count's full.
well, aren't I pitching next inning? Oh no, you're pitching. You're right. You're pitching. There we go. Thank you, Gil Hodges. Thank you. Now we took the lead back. It's about darn time. I couldn't believe that freaking... Ooh. A hole of needles? Used needles? Ugh.
Now batting.
You won 5-2 and ranked? Nice.
Now batting.
I mean, I've lost on co-op, yes, but I don't think anyone's ever redeemed it and been like, you know what, I'm just gonna lose.
Yellow.
I've never encountered that problem.
Hobie. Milner.
That's kind of an interesting scenario. You lost 5-4 this morning. 91 Moonshot Bobichette, P5. Solid.
D-Red!
Hey, 3 runs there? I'm good with that.
For Boston, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
Hoo-yah!
Didn't I take that down? I swear, I keep thinking I took some things down. Yeah, I took that down because it was like, it was just me praising the Mets, and, you know, I think people tend to, it didn't really get redeemed all that much. I think I already have more, same. I feel like this year, it's so much easier to superfractor than it was last year. I don't know why, it's just much easier.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Like, I already have way more superfractor guys than I did last year.
2-1.
Of course you are, gamer.
Now
What, you
batting,
going for
the third
1,000
baseman, Casey
this year? 1,000 P5s?
Smith.
Yeah, that is
That
weird,
missed. That's a
because,
ball.
I mean, I have quite a few guys that are superfractored that are hitters, but, you know, I tend to get pitchers superfractored. Hey, you know what? It's a good challenge.
Got it.
Very true. Very true. They have double and 5 times parallel XP, although 5 times parallel XP, they only did it once, and that was during the Moonshot event.
For New Jersey, the catcher, Ethan Sala.
Most of still in your chat? What does that mean?
Ball.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be in a couple days. I'm talking about the 5x parallel XP.
1-1.
That's what I'm talking about. The most OG?
Red.
The batter, number 2.
Hey, you play at a stadium like Costco headquarters or Coolidge Park where you could blast home runs left and right? Not bad. And you get a few of those, that 5 times parallel XP really adds up.
No balls. 2 strikes. 3.
Now batting, left fielder, Jaron Duran.
I get it, he's tough.
Leading off for the 66ers, the second
Let's see,
baseman,
could I-
Patel.
Can I go one more inning with Roger Clemens? It's going to be tough. It's definitely close to. Oh, I'll tell you when you guys follow me. So, gamer, you followed me starting on January 30th, 2022. So towards the end of MLB The Show 21. And Brendan, you have been following me since August 3rd, 2023. So, yeah, Gamers got you beat by a year and a half, actually. Mets, you have been following me since December 11th, 2022. I knew I pitched it with Roger. I knew I pushed it. No, you actually started following me before I got, that's what it says on my thing. Let's see, Peach.
Matt.
Yeah, you started following me November 5th, 2021. So, yeah, you caught me towards once the World Series was going on. Might have even been after it. Nope. Well, I mean, you probably started watching me when I started playing MLB The Show 23, but you started following me in 22. I can make him VIP. Shouldn't be that difficult. Just give me 1 second. I do want to take care of this game, considering that I just gave up the lead. So, I'm not really sure, other than gives you a title showing you're one of my one of my top followers. Strike 3, sit down. I mean, Gamer has it. It gives him the diamond icon right next to his name. I gave it to him, so I can give it to you.
Now batting, catcher Kyle Higashioka.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Let's see here. Let's see. Community.
Shortstop Ellie.
Roles manager. Nice. Let's see. Where are you, Peach? Oh, I see. I gotta add you.
Leading off for the Wolves, the third baseman, number 17.
There you are. Make you VIP. There you go.
Now batting.
Now you're a VIP.
Carlos Beltran.
Ball. 1-0.
Again, I don't know what it necessarily does, but
2-0.
makes you gives you that title. So, also you should have a diamond next to your thing as well. I'm not seeing it here, so if you could just type something in the chat when you get a chance.
0-1.
I only have 4 VIPs, by the way. Well, I can get you one. On Twitch, a VIP, very important person, recognize him as a valuable member of the community.
Hack. It's 0-1. Ball.
Which I don't do those modes anyway. Oh, so really it's just a title. I'm sorry. Hold on, you want me to throw someone in? You want me to throw someone in for you? Like I could throw in Darren O'Day. You got it.
Now pitching, Darren O'Day.
Isn't Darren O'Day a side armor? Yeah. So they hit us with the Hobie.
0-1.
They hit us with the Hobie sidearm cheese. We're gonna hit them with the Darren O'Day sidearm cheese. The only problem is we may not get to the ninth inning if we don't score in the next, or we may not get to the bottom of the ninth if we don't score in the next half inning. Strike 3, sit down. Hopefully we do that because I do want to use Eric Gagne. Uh-oh. Really? They did not make that a double. That is
Now
surprising.
batting, third baseman, Casey.
I know, but this is Peach's pitcher, so I would pitch the next half inning if we get there. We gotta get there first, though.
Hey! 1-2.
Ooh, excuse me. That's my Mitch. Strike 3, sit down. Yeah, well, I actually just got Darren O'Day, but I haven't really used him yet. So, thankfully, completing or getting Judge was helpful in that department. Strike 3, sit down. Man, we are even with these guys other than runs. Only one run separates us.
1-0.
Other than that, we're pretty much even with these guys.
Here! Hook, 3! Ball. Hook! 1-1. Strike 2. 1-2's the count. Ball.
Took a lot to lay off that pitch,
Direct!
but not enough to be able to lay that. Oh, gosh. There you go. Nice hit. Oh, go second. Go second. Go, 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 go. All right, stop at second. All right, good. Maybe with Jeter, maybe I can drive you in.
Heck, one.
Unless I want to keep swinging at
0-1.
pitches like that. They're not even in the zone.
That's a ball. Ball. That's up.
I should have let that one go. Good thing I fouled that off. Let's go! Let's go! We got one more run! Oh boy, you need a lot of the good ones.
Now batting, left fielder Jaron.
And the expensive ones. Judge, Otani, J-Ram. I can tell you Judge is going to cost you 400K. Well over 400K, actually. Otani's going to cost you well over 600K. So that's already a million subs you're looking at just for those two guys. And then you got J-Ram, who's 200K. You also have, you also have Cattell, 100K, around the 100K. He might actually be less than that now, but not sure. Scooble's reasonable. I think he's like, what is he, 40, 50K? Something like that. Strike 3. Sit down. 80K. Oh wow, he's gone up since but I'm glad I got him when I did.
That's a ball. 1-1. 2-1. Rack 2. 2-2.
Strike 3. Sit down. Probably the best that I've done with Gagne so far.
0-1.
Bean Boy. I'm doing pretty good. Yourself? Are you friends with Brennan the Goat? Uh-oh. Get to third. There you go. Uh-huh.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. Another viewer in here, I suppose. But how you doing? How you doing today? Appreciate you stopping by.
That's a ball.
No, darn it.
1 ball, 1 strike. One and 2's the count.
Strike 3. Sit down. Vulcan changeup.
Ball. One. Kia.
Really? Because it says you were a first-time viewer.
Ball.
So,
2-2.
my bad. I got frozen up by that fastball.
Now batting, the center fielder Carlos.
Should I steal with Duran? Nah, we need a run. We're going to keep him. Favorite reliever is Color Storm Ben Joyce. I hear that. I actually picked him up yesterday, or last night. I was grinding out the Color Storms. Figured I might as well get some of them done, because I needed the voucher for Ted Williams. So I went and got the AL West done. All the teams in the AL West.
Zero balls, 1 strike.
Come on.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Runner.
They really want to win this badly, huh?
Leading off for Boston,
You want to keep pitching with Gagne, or do you want someone else?
De La Cruz.
Here.
I'm only focused on rolling right now. I have 8 out of 18. What do you think I should grind out? Well, what do you have done? Oh.
Now batting, the center fielder, Luis Robert.
Nope. No, we're even. It's the even innings. You're pitching.
No balls. 1 strike. No, that's high.
What other streamer?
Runner. 2-1. No good.
I don't, see, I would have just let them steal, because if they decided to
That's
pull off the double steal and just I would have just let the runner take because they get a base hit, it's game over.
Full count.
So that stolen base doesn't really matter.
Peacock. Ha! It's 0-1. 2. 0-2. Nope. Ball. 1-2.
Nice. All right, we may just get out of this. We may just get out of it. Nope. Oh well. GG's Peach. Hate that it ended that way, but it is what it is. Nah, don't worry about it. You kidding me? I gave up 2 home runs in this game. I don't give up one of those home runs, we would have won. So far, I have Jolt, Breakout, Postseason, Rookie, Standout, Tops, Now, Veteran, and Spotlight. I would definitely do the Extreme Gaming. Yeah, I've never heard of him. Oh, look at that. I got the All-Star card, or the All-Star voucher for the Red Sox. Don't know who they're going to send, but yeah, I've never heard of that guy. Let's see. Maybe I can help you out here. I mean, you could do the spring breakout, get Leotis DeVray. Okay, all right. Well, while Mets gets through that, I'm gonna go ahead and play an event game. Oh, yeah, runs are here. All right, so I need 17 more runs. Absolutely, Peach. Well, I know that Grayson is playing because I just saw him. I just got the notification saying he pulled a diamond. So Grayson is definitely playing. Huh. Never heard of him. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't too long. You said you had like 5 ads. What, were they all 15 seconds?
0-1's the count.
Because I get the 2.5-minute ads. Real name is Warren Sapp. Like the football player, the legendary football player. Yeah, good name.
He's out.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Sorry, I have to.
Muncy.
You're gonna have to wait till I get out of this game in order for me to, in order for me to finish, help you out. But I was saying you should try and do Spring Breakout. Spring Breakout wasn't too hard. In fact, the only reason I don't have it done right now is because I'm just too lazy to do Showdown, but I definitely recommend that. It's not too difficult.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Kyren Harris.
Ball. Aye.
I'll tell you which ones that I completed in order to get Scott rolling
Aye. Two.
when I get back to the collection menu.
Ball, that's in. Three.
Ah, come on.
Leading off for the Warriors, the second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Yeah, you may want to restart MLB The Show.
Ball, that's out.
Yeah, the Mets are not really doing too hot right now. I've already been over this. But they still have a winning record, and they're not too far behind the Philadelphia Phillies, so...
One ball, two strikes. Three.
Strike 3, sit down. I wonder where Brendan Goat went. Don't know where he is. He disappeared just before you came in here, Bean Boy. 12 of 13 on Ted Williams. Nice. Or 13 of 24, excuse me. I think I'm like 15 of 24. I mean, I don't know what else I have to do to finish him, but I'm not in any rush.
Nope.
Excuse me.
Ooh. That's ball two. Two balls, two strikes.
Those stuffed peppers, man. Ah! He was ready for that. Seems like a lot of people disappearing on me lately. Dodger and Grayson. Now Brendan. Too bad. I thought Brendan was my OG.
Did he go?
Gamer, you still here? Yes, you did. If you look at your thing right now, or you got a diamond icon right next to your name that says VIP. I gave it to you. Oh. Well. Now I'm wondering about Bean Boy. Where's Bean Boy?
Aye. 0-1.
He's disappearing too? Jeez.
Aye.
Okay, cool.
Balls, 2 strikes.
Good. So we got Brennan and we got Bean Boy. Y'all introduce yourselves? You should introduce each other. Or you should introduce yourselves to each other.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a fair ball?
He's out.
Wow. Yeah, it says it for me. Gamer, do you see the VIP diamond icon next to Peach's name?
Out.
Okay. So yeah, Peach, you do have it.
The first
Maybe you
baseman,
have to step out of my chat and then come back in just to see it.
Aye. 0-1.
What was I at? 40, 83, so I need 17. 17 are left. Oh, God. Ouch.
Done. Now pitching.
Yes, I will be live tomorrow.
Colorado.
Yeah, I am. I can't afford games like this where I'm not getting any runs.
Now pitching. Blake Trinan.
I mean, that's kind of why I'm playing the event. Because I have practice from 5. Oh, I see. Okay, well, go to practice. If you gotta go, gotta go. I appreciate you still being here, though. Streams every day but Saturday and Sunday unless he goes on a trip or has to work overtime. Well, no, I don't have to work. I don't work overtime. I mean, I'm a yearly guy, so working overtime is not the only time I've stayed longer than I had to at work was most recently when Pope Francis died, and I just did that out of I felt obligated to stick around and help with the coverage since it happened under my watch.
1-0.
So,
Aye. 1-1.
okay, sorry for what?
Aye. 2.
What are you sorry for? There's nothing to be sorry about. How's the program going? We're making progress. I mean, the runs are going to be the tough part. Stuck on my keyboard because I used to always be in this chat. But it says you were a first timer. You appeared in the chat for the first time today. So if you were in here, you never made yourself known.
Ball.
Extreme Gamers. Yeah, but that's not his. That's not his. This is not his channel. Well, how come you won't just say next?
Ball. Down. Too late. He's in there.
It's auto-correcting. Really? Because I could put next in the channel and it won't auto-correct me.
Oh.
In fact, I think it would... I would think that it would be auto-correcting for... next instead of next.
Nope. That's a ball. Nope. That's foul.
And yet it doesn't correct it to next.
Hey. 0-1's the count. Yeah. 0-2.
Well, that sucks.
No, he's in there.
Now batting, catcher Greg.
Hopefully, at the very least, whatever stats you had grinding for him turned out recorded. Because if it didn't, I mean, that sucks. That means you just lost a whole game. Why every time it rains? Alright, GG's to my opponent. Clearly the better player. Oh, I see. Gotcha. That makes sense. Well, that wasn't a, that was not a great game. It's too bad. No, it's because I used to type back so much. I was always in the chat so much. Yeah, but you could just type next. And you could also just look down at the keyboard and make sure you're hitting the N instead of the B. I mean, I didn't think that took a lot of effort. But, okay. Well, it's giving me something to talk about. If he is a troll. Better than me sitting here and being quiet while I'm trying to play this game, so... You're who? That's understandable.
0-1.
Okay. Alright. Go. Feel free to try something else. Yeah, but you're not getting Sammy Sosa until the end of the month, so
It's 0-1.
you're not getting Sammy Sosa now.
2 strikes.
You might as well just wait till the full program is out.
Three.
Leading off for Seattle, the left fielder, Jung-Woo Lee. Batting second, the second baseman, Yohan Moncada.
No balls. 1 strike.
It'll be worth the grind. I mean, for those that are just starting the game,
Got in. He's
yeah,
out.
he'll be probably the easiest 90 plus diamond to earn, because you just got to do the moments and then do some of the stats. Probably. What? Oh no! That gave him a free base runner? Darn it. It looks so clean. What? Where's this coming from?
Leading off for New Jersey, the third baseman, Chris Ryan.
He's go. Here. 0-1.
Yeah. Anyways. Probably I need to get some base runners. I don't have any base runners.
Hee-haw. 0 balls, 1 strike. Hey! 0-2. 3.
Okay, well, you're welcome. Yeah, exactly. It'll take some time.
Center fielder, Byron
What do you mean? How am I disrespecting your name? Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing, Peach.
The right fielder, Will.
I don't know, apparently Bean Boy has some beef with me. Don't know why. I didn't think I made any comment that would upset him.
Ball.
I did. Isn't it Bean Boy?
Batting eighth, the first baseman, Chris Ryan. For the Wolves, the first baseman, Rod Carew.
Oh. Well, I don't believe so, but never been diagnosed by a doctor, so wouldn't know for sure. But I don't believe so. Are you a doctor? Maybe you want to give me a diagnosis?
Ashburn.
I mean, we have telemedicine now.
Yeehaw! 0-2.
I'm privileged? What about me says I'm privileged?
Leading off for Seattle, the catcher.
Your doctor's name used to be named Thor? Do you have a hammer? One that had, like, lightning with it, you know? That would be so cool.
Now pitching, Jose Alvarado.
As far as Rod Carew goes, I mean, I'm trying my best, but I'm being overly aggressive. So it's just my play style. Because I'm trying to get runs, and I'm not being patient with Rod Carew, so...
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Yep. Good, you know the song. I like playing that song after they win.
Now pitching.
But really haven't done that in the last
Draw.
10 games. I haven't done it a lot. What does being a Mets fan have to do with sucking with Rod Carew?
Now batting, catcher, Greg Biggio.
Yeah, no, apparently that's news to me.
Ball. 1-0.
So does that mean that if I'm a Mets fan, then I'm going to do well with Carlos Beltran? I hope so, because that would be awesome to be good with his card.
Hee-haw!
Apparently he thinks I'm privileged. Again, don't know how, but... And apparently he also thinks I have OCD.
Ball. 1-2. That's a ball.
No, it's fine to bring it. It keeps me entertained.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
As far as this year goes, I mean, season series, we swept them at Citi Field, and we took one game against them in Philly, so I think we still have the season series. And when's the next time the Mets and Phillies are going to match up? When's that happening? Let's see. Oh, is tonight the NBA draft? Oh, wow. It's that time of year, huh? Let's see. Next time the Mets and the Phillies play will be... Doesn't look like it will be in July. Maybe August? Yep, August. August 25th, 26th, and 27th. That's the next time the Mets and Phillies are going to match up. Cooper Flag? Yeah. Okay, so I don't understand that. All right. I guess the Mavericks had like a terrible end to the season. I know they traded away Luka Doncic, but I didn't think they were terrible. Not the playoffs because the Mets aren't making it. Weird. I remember last year Francisco Lindor hitting a grand slam that ultimately led the Mets to beat the Phillies in the playoffs and move on to the NLCS. The lottery is just all luck. All right, well, gotta keep going. Last year, and we beat the Brewers, we beat the Phillies, and then we lost to the Dodgers, which no one was beating the Dodgers because the Dodgers went all the way to the World Series and won. Just go look. You can type it up. 2024 MLB playoffs. Mets were, I think they were the last seed. They were like 6th, and they beat the Brewers. They beat the Phillies, lost to the Dodgers. Nice, Peach. You got Jacob Miziorowski. Nice, good for you. That's quite a card. Sorry if I spoiled it for you. Nice. Josh Block, so...
Leading off for New Jersey.
Who's Josh Block?
Cameron Meisner.
Oh, my bad.
0-1's the count.
My bad. I didn't mean to spoil it.
You're out.
Batting second, the catcher, Craig Biggio.
Nope. No, I'm not unemployed. I work at a media company. I work overnights, but tonight and tomorrow night I'm off because I'm watching my brother after my dad went to go get treatment for his prostate cancer.
1-1.
For the Rolex. Maybe I don't want a Rolex. Why would I need a watch when I've got a phone that tells me the
1
time?
ball, 2 strikes.
Well, he's not threatening me, nor is he saying anything that would discriminate against someone based on their sexuality, their gender identity, their race. So unless he does those two things, not really going to ban him. Frybagger? Nope, I'm actually an associate producer / writer.
One ball.
Not only that, I
Two
produce on the weekends. And I've had some pretty breaking news I've had to deal with. Pope Francis' death. I had to deal with just this, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. They caught the alleged shooter who shot up the Minnesota lawmakers. And then I also had to deal with the first assassination attempt last year on President Donald Trump.
0-1.
So I've had a lot of breaking news as a producer. I was kidding around with one of my coworkers because usually he's the one that gets all the breaking news. But lately it's just been me. So I've been telling him that I'm taking his breaking news moniker.
That's ball 2.
And he got a good chuckle out of it. He's like, you can take it.
3-2.
You can have it. I'm sorry, was that English? I don't understand what that sentence is. Strike 3, sit down. Yeah, I think when I did a co-op game, I think it was with Gamer, and we ended up getting Mizio Roski. I had trouble with his control. What?
Hey! 0-1's the count.
So what will happen if I go back there? To this place that apparently I've never been before. What would happen?
Hey!
Strike 3, sit down. It makes no sense because he was controlling you and 60 control. I think because they bumped him, they bumped up his velocity. They had to bring down the control.
Bryant.
Okay, so what happens if I go back there to this hometown that I don't know who? I don't even think I've been there. Where is John Block's hometown?
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Kyren Perez.
Hey!
Or I'm sorry, Josh Block's hometown, not John Block's. Josh Block.
Hey! 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Batting sixth,
Maybe.
the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
0-1. Off the plate, ball 1. Aye.
So are you a friend of Josh Block then?
One ball, two strikes. Out. He's out.
Okay, so how are you relaying that message to me? Shouldn't Josh Block just tell me himself? And again, I also ask, where is his hometown? I don't know where his hometown is.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Rob Carew.
Out.
400K? Yeah, that's definitely more than what I make. Well, good on him for making a lot of money. Don't know what his beef with me is, but, you know, hopefully he's, I'm glad that he's doing well in life. Certainly wish I could be doing that well in life, but if I did well in that life, you told him to put the fries in the bag? What fries?
Now pitching, Matt Strong.
Aye.
And also, what kind of reference is this? Like, I'm not getting it.
Nope, that's foul.
Is this some kind of movie or something that I'm supposed to be getting? I've never really seen a movie that says that.
Main gun.
0-1. Aye. No balls, two strikes.
That's gonna get caught. Of course it is. I thought maybe it had gotten over his head, but nah.
Richie Ashburn.
That's a ball.
That makes it 3. This is gonna be unemployed. You just told me he makes 400K a year. That's way more than I've ever made.
Leading off for the Marlins, the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom.
Of course, all that I did make was.
Jose Alvarado.
So when did I tell him this? You mind helping me out? My memory's a little foggy.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Jose Siri.
But I thought you said he was too famous for you. So you're reading off a public statement? One that I probably could have seen myself? You want to share the link to that public statement?
Now batting, third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz.
Out.
Got him. I know he is.
0-1's the count.
But he hasn't done anything wrong. He hasn't threatened me, and he hasn't said anything that discriminates based on race, gender, sexuality, or any of that stuff. Religion. So, no. He just told me what Joshua Block would do. He didn't say anything about himself. It's a loophole.
Now batting, the catcher, Craig Biggio.
Inside, ball one.
So are you Joshua Block, Bean Boy?
Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
There you go. Not going to be enough. Darn it.
He's out.
That's... oh, I swear. I'm going to lose this game. I know I am.
The designated hitter, Ken Griffey Jr.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes. Out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Jordan Lawler.
Ball, that's out.
Let's see. Joshua Block says that Next JG Gen 24 is a really cool guy who is very good at handling trolls like Bean Boy here, and he should really consider blocking him. But I understand that he's a nice guy, so I'm going to let him do what he does, but I would have blocked this fool already if he were in my chat. Not quite the public statement I was expecting, Bean Boy. Said such nice things about me. Great guy, great streamer. Too bad. I meant this. Seems like I may want to eventually meet up with Joshua Block. Maybe he and I can do some co-streaming. We could talk baseball. I wonder if he's behind Beckstream Gaming. I wonder if he's behind that. We should do like a little partnership. Okay, that's fine. Do what you gotta do. Right, because you're a subscriber. I can't. So you're giving me permission to block you? Because you said I can block you. Oh, can't. Big difference. Yeah, big difference.
Leading off for the Wolves, the left fielder.
Nope, you're absolutely right. I can't block you. Not based on the rules that I've set out that leads to blocking. Yes, he does. Joshua Block makes way more money than me. I wish I could make $400K a year. That would be nice. Maybe I could retire early.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Max Muncy.
Ball, that's out.
For my mental health? Why my mental health? Why not physical?
That ball's foul.
World War III. That's going on now? I should have gotten a draft letter then.
Muncy.
Or a letter saying that I'd been drafted. Yes, it is. It always is a possibility.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Well-
Carlos Beltran.
I mean, there was a, who was it that started World War, Ferdinand. Ferdinand was assassinated, and that started World War One. So messing with Joshua Block,
Leading off for
that
New
starts
Jersey,
World War
the third
III.
baseman, Chris Bryant.
So I could go down as the reason that World War III started. Interesting.
Aye. 0-2.
I'm sorry. How does having a Rolex mean that he could start
The
World War
second baseman,
III
Tyran
with me?
Perez.
Not understanding.
He's out. No, he's out.
Darn it!
Batting sixth, the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Actually, I wonder what kind of watch I got from my grandparents when I graduated college. I have not used that watch at all. I just kept it as a keepsake because it was from my grandparents. I wonder what kind of watch it was. These World of T-shirts? T-shirts? Like, he makes a lot of T-shirts?
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Rod Carew.
Nah, that's just his nickname.
Ball, that's out.
So, what, he's a China sweatshop? Is that what you're saying? Hold on while I go take a look at the watch my grandparents gave me. Should be here somewhere. Where are they? Where is it?
Leading off
Could be here.
for Texas, the third baseman, Yohan
Where is it?
Moncada.
Oh, I gotta play. Hold on, I gotta play this. Yeah, for the record, no one should be opening those links. Anyone who has, get a virus scan, but do not. I think everyone here pretty much knows not to open those or click on those links. It's such a shame that a spammer is doing that, taking advantage of my chat like that. Not something I can ban him for, based on the rules that I set out, but... But still, it's a shame that's how people can earn money. Rather than doing hard work, they just do that.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Probably should have put a warning up there that it was spam. Because I didn't click it. So for anyone in my chat, do not click on those stupid links.
Now pitching. Get it. Santana.
Ball 1.
But I haven't banned him.
That hit him. First base.
Now pitching. Tyler Alexander.
Ball 1. He's safe.
He's welcome into this stream if he wants.
2 balls, no strikes. Ball, that's in. Foul ball.
Darn.
He's out.
That pitcher wall, man. I'm saying he can come in here. He's always welcome.
Hey.
Everyone has an open invite in here.
Now batting. Catcher Craig Biggio.
No one turned on you. Also, I don't think you ever introduced yourself to Brandon Goat. Oh, they're just responding. They can respond as long as they're not violating the rules. That's not violating the rules.
Now pitching.
You ever heard of the old saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me"?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like it in here, you're free to leave. That's up to you. If you don't like my chat, you don't like my stream, I'm not forcing you to stay here.
2 strikes to count.
Okay. Ooh, that actually reminds me. I do need to... I'm being calm here.
All 1's the count.
What would you propose? What would you propose for peace?
Batting ninth. The catcher.
Maybe you could also make that suggestion to Israel and Iran. I'm sure they would love to hear it.
Hey. All 1.
Yeah, well, ceasefire is only temporary. Whatever proposal you can get for full time for everlasting peace between Iran and Israel, by all means, please go tell them. That would just make my job a hell of a lot easier, because then this is another conflict that I don't need to have to worry about when I go into work over the weekend.
Now batting, right fielder, Louis Robert.
Nice catch, Brian.
Leading off for the Wolves, the designated hitter, Matt
So please, feel free.
Muncy.
Apologize for what?
Out.
I thought you said you didn't know him. He was too famous for you. How can you put in a good word if you don't know him?
Now batting, second baseman, Kyren.
Sounds like Joshua Block needs to watch out. Or I could just talk to him myself. And we can iron out whatever issues he may have with me. He has an open invite. I extend that open invite.
Leading off for Texas, the first baseman, Max Muncy. Now pitching, Will.
And plus, you didn't even tell me what I was supposed to apologize for. Okay, bye. At least I got a run in that game, so that ends the streak of event games without a single run. Hey, GG, see you too, Nicky boy. Appreciate it, as always. How you doing today? That was a Max Muncy Supercharge card that you hit the home run with, right? You're doing good? That's good to hear, man. Yeah, you can have the win. I don't necessarily care if I win or lose. I'm just looking to get the multiplayer program done. Right now, I'm only this mission away, and I'm at 16, or I need 16 more. So I needed to score that one run against you in order to make some progress. And it's a good thing, too, because I was on a really bad streak of, event games where I didn't even score a single run. I wish that Max Muncy card would break for me, but it doesn't for some reason. I mean, it did yesterday. Yesterday, he had like 4 home runs in 3 games. It was incredible. Just trying to complete the skiing stuff and complete Color Rush and grab my last card of the 30 teams. Oh, okay, cool. Which team are you working on? Ooh, yeah, that's definitely a tough one. Because you got a lot of pitchers to work with. It's just you've got for the batters. I know you have Frank Thomas. Maybe you have one of those prospects. You hate playing CPU? Really? I feel like the CPU is the best place to do it, or get that parallel XP. Especially if you play on Rookie.
That's in.
And I don't know if you have Costco headquarters, the one you can download, but the newer one has the dimensions updated, so you can play there and get the parallel XP. 300 XP for pitchers. Oh, that's easy. If you just play like one game on Play versus CPU with a White Sox pitcher, and you do a complete game shutout, you'll have that easy. And even if you don't, you could always bring in a reliever or another starting pitcher, and you can have them close out for the last 3 innings, so you could get the save.
Batting first, the designated hitter, Max Muncy.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, have you tried ranked seasons? Ranked seasons would probably be your best bet.
That's a ball. That's down. Ball. He's out.
I'm so drunk right now, I can't play.
The
Man.
center fielder, Carlos
So drunk, I can't play.
Beltran.
Wow. So I lost to someone who's drunk. Dang. Well, I mean, if that was you playing drunk, I need to see what sober you can do. You probably would have wiped the floor with me. I think I got off light. You probably would have shut me down and scored like 10 runs on me. Dang.
Hey! Ha! 0-1.
Oh, it sounds like you need to be drunk more often. No, I'm not encouraging. Okay, I gotta take that back. I have to. I can't. I should not be encouraging anyone to overdrink, because that could lead to alcohol poisoning, and you could die from that. So, strike 3, sit down. I don't want to encourage anyone. That was just a wrong message for me to send, and I apologize about that. Remember, kids, do not overdrink. Do not. It could have dire consequences. No, I assume that you were. I assume that you were old enough to drink. I'm just saying there are a lot of other people in here who are not of the same age and cannot drink, and that's why I got to do that. I got to take back that joke that I made, because it was not a good joke. It's no, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. It's really more on me, because I was the one suggesting that you needed to be more drunk and you could win more games when you don't need to be.
Inside, ball.
Maybe you just had a bad run. I mean, I've been losing event games left and right, but I mean, that's just because I don't care about winning them. I'm only interested in scoring runs. So if I could just score even one run, I'll be happy about that. I don't care. You know what? I gotta check my record for this event. I have to check it,
2
see
balls, 2
if
strikes.
see what it is. Then you'll see how bad I've been in this event.
Get right.
I mean, events is a good way to just fool around and not care.
That's a ball.
I'm just doing events because I feel like it's the quickest way I'm going to get the runs scored. I could play a ranked seasons game, but that's going to take a while. I just played a co-op game with one of my viewers, Yo, It's Peach, and we scored like 4 runs in that. What's your field that you absolutely love? In the game or in real life?
Did he go?
Game, I really don't have a particular favorite. I guess whichever one I guess the one that I play at the most, for a while it was Polo Grounds. I was playing at Polo Grounds. Then I kind of switched back to City Field.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
And if I can, I'll do the downloaded stadium of Costco headquarters. But that's if I become really desperate to get some runs in. The George, I have played at that, and I've had some success, some not, some no success there. Like, I just played an event game, and or I just played an event game in this stream where I didn't score any runs at all. But in past streams, I've hit home runs there. Nighttime is better. Yeah, I've never really tried the nighttime. I've always played during the day. I always figured that during the daytime, the balls fly a lot farther because the heat is out. So I always figured that daytime was the better time to play. Yeah, I didn't think I was doing too bad with Rock 3. Oh, a 314 average? That's not bad.
Ball.
I always, no matter what, try to play at night. Gotcha. Okay, well, maybe that's something I gotta try out. Maybe playing later in the day will actually help me. Because Lord knows I need it right now. Alright, I'll have to give that a shot. Maybe I'll try it in the next event game, assuming that I'm the home team. That's the thing, I can't guarantee that I'm going to be the home team. In fact, I think I've been the away team for quite a while.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 1.
Well, best not to question it, Peach. Just take it and run with it. Who cares if you're not playing well? You're playing well enough to win.
Ball.
Foul ball. Dang. If that had just been further to the right, that would have been a home run, and that would have been 2 runs right there. That would have been nice. Dang.
Alvarado.
Did he go?
Well, I appreciate the advice, Nikki.
Ah, 2-2. Click.
For almost an hour on your stream. Well, there you go. You definitely had to build up enough for another co-op game.
Now pitching. Blake Tryon.
All right. Well, I appreciate you sticking around. By the way, you said you were in the Army. Are you currently in the reserves or are you active duty?
2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Or maybe you're retired. I don't know. I didn't think of that possibility. My bad. Should have been considerate. $17. Oh. You mean for channel points? Okay. Well, I mean, that's definitely enough for a lot of co-op games or whatever you want. No! How'd you miss that? No! That is the worst way to lose that. Darn. Should have been caught. I don't know why my left fielder didn't. Oh. Okay. Are you still in that ad? Okay, so you're done. Okay. What I was asking was, you mentioned that you were in the Army. Are you on active duty? Are you in the reserves? Are you retired? Like, what's your status in the Army right now, if you don't mind me asking? Stationed at Fort Hood. Wow. Wow. Well, to all the active duty members at Fort Hood right now, thank you for your service. Although I gotta say, I have a grandfather who served in the U.S. Navy when he was during the Korean War, so he never saw combat, but he served. So, and listen, I appreciate what you guys do for our country. Seriously. Noah Song?
Oh, yeah.
Noah Tong, you mean?
0-1.
Chris Pitt, 7 o'clock.
I've heard a lot about him, but it's all about whatever happens at the major league level, and there's no guarantee of success there. So, but yeah, I have a grandfather who served during the Korean War in the Navy, so we're more. I guess I'm more of a Navy guy, but like in terms of, if, not that I'm trying to be disrespectful to the other branches. I'm just saying, like, I appreciate the Navy because my grandfather served in it. In fact, Navy was going to play. Okay, well, all right, Brendan, I appreciate you stopping by. You have a great day, all right? You got family who served in every single war. Wow. So you're following in the footsteps. Wow. How far back? All the way to the Revolution? Wow. Revolutionary? That's mighty impressive. Yeah, that'd be something, huh? Yeah, my great grandfather served during the Revolution. He fought alongside Washington. That'd be something. So, like, more like World War One, World War Two, the Korean War, that far back, like 20th century. 1, 2 in Afghanistan and Desert Storm, Iraq. Oh, wow.
Leading off for New Jersey, the left fielder, Cameron Meisner.
Gotcha. No. Listen, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or anything, or like making a joke going back all the way to Revolutionary. I mean,
Batting second, the catcher.
that's why I ask, because, you know, sometimes I'm just curious about things.
That's a ball.
But that's great. Thank you to what you and your family have done for our country. So my next question, have you and your... So you mentioned Operation Desert Storm there. Have they fought, have any of your family members, like, fought in major World War II and World War I battles, like Battle of the Bulge or Midway, that kind of stuff? You've been told yes. Nice. You know, it's always one thing to learn about these battles in textbooks or go to movies and they glorify them and everything. To be honest, I haven't done my own research. All good, man.
Third baseman, Chris Ryan.
I mean, you serve now, which is pretty cool. I mean, I certainly don't have the capability to be able to serve right now, going off what I've been told. Hey, that's all right.
Leading off for Jamaica, the left fielder, Jaron Duran.
That's all right. I'm not here judging. It's just always, to me, it's always fascinating to, like, be able to hear stories from major battles like that, what it was really like, as opposed to, oh yeah, you learn it in textbooks, you see it in movies, documentaries and everything. Yeah, but you know, you got to be careful with media because they really glorify some of these events. So it's always great to be able to hear, like, word of mouth what people have said of some of the major battles.
Corbin Carroll.
You know, to me, that provides a more clear, a much clearer picture of what those battles were like. Nothing that textbooks and the media could possibly portray. Yeah, because it's all about making things exciting. Like, it's always some kind of details that are exaggerated to make things more interesting. Like, I don't know if you've ever read The American Sniper.
The second baseman,
You know, not obviously this guy was a true war hero, like one of the best snipers in recent memory, possibly even in the United States history. And well, here's the difference. So you've seen the movie where obviously the Kyle has this rival sniper that was a former Olympian and everything, and they've made a couple encounters in the movie. Well, in the book, if you've read the book, which you're telling me that you haven't, what Kyle actually says is that he heard about this sniper, but he never encountered him. He heard about it, and that sniper was taken out by someone else. I have an old superior who was there when the legend was there. The legend. Oh, is that what they call him? The legend? Nice. I like that play on. I like that nickname.
Batting seventh, the first baseman, Rob Guru.
But I'm just saying, like, the movie exaggerated that detail and used that to be one of the battles that Kyle had to face in order to like complete his mission and go home. Obviously, there are more battles that was portrayed in that movie, not just in Iraq and the Middle East, but also at home as well. They made it a point to make PTSD an important theme in the movie. But you get it, like it clearly that detail was exaggerated, and if you didn't read the book, you wouldn't have known that. I just purchased phone. Now I'm one voucher away from Ted Williams. Nice. Good for you, Debringa. Go get Ted.
Leading off for the Tar Heels.
So I'm just saying, like, that's why I always appreciate word of mouth, because I feel like that's more. It may be exaggerated, but at the very least, you're hearing it from people who actually were there, as opposed to filmmakers in Hollywood who, yeah, they do their research and everything, but obviously they're going to make some details exaggerated. That's all.
Your ball, one strike.
No, it's all right. I mean, believe me, if the word was banned, you wouldn't have been able to send that message.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit out. Oh, dang it. I mean, I certainly have to watch my language because I've been told by people that, I tend to have a bit of a potty mouth, and that doesn't bode well, not only here on Twitch, but on YouTube, because I post these streams to YouTube, and people tend to watch them, and I need to be careful of what I say, what kind of curse words I let out. That's why if I ever want to use, you're never going to hear me say the full word. You're just going to hear me censor myself, like I just did there. So, but I get it. Not the first person I've heard say F Hollywood. You pulled off the double steal at home and second and got your opponent. Nice. I'm sorry, Peach. I didn't mean to ignore you there.
He's out.
But good. I'm glad that you had a... Hey, you know what? A win in ranked seasons, any way you could get it, is good.
Richie Ashford.
1-0.
Now, if I could just score some runs here. I'm playing at Costco headquarters. My opponent has scored 7 runs in this game against me. You would think that I would at least have 1 run. By the way, Nikki, I am never going to claim that I am the best online player for MLB The Show. Nope. If anything, I'm actually the opposite of you. I prefer to play offline, but I'm just doing online for the multiplayer program. Even though that I already have all the cards in it, there are still some rewards that I would like to grab before the program is over. So that's the only reason I'm grinding it. But unfortunately, it's proving to be very difficult to get those. It's proving to be very difficult to get those runs. Yeah, but I will never claim that I'm the best online player for MLB The Show. Quite the opposite. I'm probably the worst. At this point, I think I'm 16 runs away. So the good news is that I've made a little bit of progress. The bad news is, well, the bad news is I'm still ways away. 16 is a lot. I think I have time for one more game. Of course. Yeah, you absolutely can. My gamer tag is on the left side of your screen there. Just let me know. Oh, maybe you already sent it. Oh, no, that was from earlier. My bad. Let's see. Or I can add you too, whichever is easier for you. Maybe leave right now, and I'm on every day, 1 to 2 p.m. Central. Okay. Hey, I'm on. I usually try to get online for. Says you can't add me. All right, so let me add you then. Actually, I think I could just go to game history. Let's see. There, Nicky Boy 3316 3316. Let me send you the request then. Oh, shoot. Darn it, it's my controller. It's got this stupid, it's got this stupid thing, and it won't let me go anywhere else. Darn. And the problem is, I can control it with my thumb, but now how am I supposed to, see? Okay, no worries. I'll tell you what. Hold on. Oops. I certainly hope not. If there's a problem, I mean, if there's a problem, that's I gotta fix it. MLB The Show is just weird this year. I mean, don't forget we have those. we've had those weird, where we get frozen when we're at the lineups. Ooh, we're playing in Philly. Ooh. All right, but this will be my last game of the. Okay, this will be my last game of the stream. So, figured it might be. And then I gotta go feed my dogs their dinner, and then I gotta go feed my brother as well.
0-2.
Oh, good knuckle curve. Dang. Yesterday was a shorter stream because you went to the Mets game. Yep, that's exactly right. I mean, it started sooner. It just didn't go as long as it normally would. I think it was like around 2:50, so 10 minutes short, which is not bad. It's just,
Strike 2.
how am I liking Soto so far? I mean, he's hitting home runs, and he was on a good hot streak for a while, but I think he sees too many pitches. I want him to swing the bat. Just like I'd like Lindor and Alonso and Nimmo to swing the bat. I understand they're trying to get on base, but if you get on base, if the other teams just pitch around the Mets and get to after Alonso, they're fine. Like they'll be able. The bottom of the lineup is not hitting. I don't like the man. He doesn't swing a lot, but he seems uncomfortable as a Met. I think it's just an adjustment period. Like Lindor went through the same thing when he first came to New York. All right, he wasn't too great for us when he started out. Took him a little while before he finally got that MVP caliber season. It's just sad that he didn't earn it, but I mean, how are you going to argue against Shohei Ohtani? And especially the baseball writers. The only argument that Lindor had going for him was the fact that he wasn't a DH. But that was it. So, I'm willing to give Soto time. Besides, we have 5 years of him at least. You're a Dodgers fan? Oh, boy.
Batting third,
wow.
The right fielder, Carlos.
I'm not going to say I'm mad about the way that the NLCS ended. In fact, I think the Mets took it a lot farther than I think a lot of people were giving them credit for. So, you don't like California? Too high, or or a different reason?
Leading off for the Wolves, the second baseman.
I hear you. I'm from New Jersey. Or I live in New Jersey, and we have a heat wave right now that's bringing temperatures over 100. And it's like different reason. Oh, I see. Okay, fair enough.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Fair enough. I haven't been outside, so... But I much imagine it's well over... It's very close to 100.
Ball.
Here, let me see. I can check on my phone. So, let's see. Whether...
Batting 7, the first baseman.
New York City right now, it says it's 95.
Now pitching. Ryan King.
Here, what? 0-1.
Really? Because I always pictured Texas would be kind of very rural, a lot of farmland, and oil fields. But very rural unless you went to like Dallas or Houston. I mean, I've never been farther west than Detroit, Michigan. That's about the farthest west that I've been. There we go. We got to run. Beautiful.
Hee-haw! No balls, one strike.
Like for me, I for one don't really picture myself living in the city. 15 more to go till what? Yes, it's a lot of farmland, but Fort Hood is dead center of Texas, and I'm an hour from Austin, 2 hours from San Antonio, and 2 hours from Dallas. Got it. Yep. Only 50. Yep. So, gonna be a grind. But at least we made some progress today, so I'm happy about that. Okay. I mean, 2 hours actually isn't that bad. That's how long it takes me to go from North Jersey to South Jersey.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not a city guy myself. I see New York City and I'm like, nah, I don't want to live there.
1-1.
See, I feel like the thing with Texas, though, that I may not like is the weather and just how hot it can get there. I mean, you've already heard me complain about the heat that's here in New Jersey right now, and this is like weather we don't normally get. For July and August, maybe we'll get this once or twice, but for June, this is early, and this is really hot. So, but I'll tell you what, I definitely want to visit Texas. When I did an MLB ballpark stadium tour earlier this year, where I went to 5 stadiums, actually 6, technically 6, along the East Coast and up into Michigan. And I got to thinking that maybe I should do that with other stadiums too. Maybe not as big. And one of the stops that I was thinking about is Houston and Arlington or Dallas for the Rangers and the Astros.
Leading off for New Jersey, the catcher.
So, and that's like a 2-week trip, or not even, honestly, probably a week. But I would love to do that. I'd love to visit. I know they call it a different ballpark now, but to me, it will always be Minute Maid Park. Ranger Stadium is nice. How so? The double plays are always killer. Oh, it should be fun.
0-1.
Although I think I've been warned, I've seen like reels on Instagram or Facebook where they did like the worst seats in each MLB ballpark. Let's go, a home run. I'll take it. And there's one in Houston where you literally sit behind a pillar and you cannot see the action at all. Doesn't Fenway have seats that you can't even see the field? I wouldn't know because I haven't been to Fenway in like 12 years. Last time I went was 2013. Why are the Mets the worst ever fan base? We always find something to complain about.
Now,
Although I don't know,
Jose
Mary man, the AC feels good too, and even when it still feels good. Okay, so at least they have AC. That's good to know.
Nope, ball.
Or are you talking about Houston? Are you talking about the Rangers or Houston?
now batting, catcher, Ray.
Cheater, I just, as a Mets fan, I've learned to stop being on social media, or don't even bother being on social media when games are going on, because everyone's going to be complaining, so I just block it out. New York ESPN expert said the Mets need to hit Acuna 100 miles per hour. Help the Mets. Believe me, Mets fans were calling for Acuna to get drilled last night. I was definitely one of them. But it was also nice to see him strike out, 3 times in that game, so I'll settle for that. You should go to Citi Field and see how good the Mets fans are. I was just at Citi Field yesterday. So believe me, I know.
Ball.
ESPN fell off. I guess so. I don't really have time to watch TV these days, although I will say I don't like how they suck up to all the bigger teams, but yeah, when it comes to the Mets, they criticize them and everything. It's just, if I went to City at a Brewers game, I'd get in a fight with one of those. Wow, okay, I mean, you're looking for a fight or what? At left field, but row 2, you're most likely to get a home run ball. That's good to know. Thank you. I was saying I'm a...
Now pitching,
Oh.
Matt.
Oh, well, I'm a Mets fan, too. I just... You know, it's just difficult right now. Especially the people on social media. The people that are in the stadium, fantastic people. Okay? When the Mets are good and they do something good, you know, everyone gets excited. I mean, if you were at the game last night, you should have seen all the fans that were
Now batting, the first baseman, Rob.
excited in that last inning, thinking the Mets, with Lindor coming up, Lindor would hit a home run to tie it for them. I left too early. Yeah, I'm out. Darn it. We'll bounce back? I hope so. If we don't bounce back, that's the end of our season. And I don't think Braves fans or Phillies fans are going to let us live it down. I should play a men's soccer league? You mean like community-wise?
1-1.
No, I really don't have time for that. They usually do that kind of stuff on the weekends. And on the weekends, I'm sleeping. All right, well, GG's... Oh, maybe not. So close. So close.
2-2.
Nope, I can't do a Sunday league. Because I work overnight Saturday nights. Hey, bro, I gotta go, but add me for... Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Good luck with your helping your wife and child. And again, thank you for what you do for our country, as well as your fellow service members. So thank you, and thanks for stopping by.
Ball.
I know this is going a lot longer than I pictured, but it's over now, so my opponent wins. We get 2 runs, which, hey, that works for me, because that brings me down to 14. So if I can average like 7 runs for the next 2 streams, it's all good. I'll have this program done by Friday. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's my gamer tag that's on the left side of your screen there. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So, like I said, we did make some progress. 10 program stars for the hits. It's all good. The runs are obviously going to be a grind, but I'm willing to put in the effort to be able to get them. So, I'm not going to give up on it just because I have a couple games where I don't score any runs. It happens. It's online. That's why this program is a grind. But I've got plenty of time to be able to get it. So, tomorrow, that will be the focus. Get as many runs as I can. If I could get all 14 in that stream, that would make me an extremely happy person. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, Thursday, at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night.